So guys, hello again, welcome to Flow Accelerator. In this webinar, Flow Accelerator webinar, I would like to show you what's Flow Accelerator about and also what's the product which we are kind of doing and what value we can share with you. So guys, starting from the presentation, everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing it's stupid. Albert Einstein said that to kind of show you guys that each of us have a special talent, but if you are not using that in a proper environment, this talent is wasted. And that's why most of us, maybe you heard about that, maybe you didn't, but there's something which is called flow. I don't know if many of you heard about the feeling of flow or kind of the state of flow, but as Ned Hallowell said, which is a Harvard medical psychiatrist, flow naturally catapults you to a level you're not naturally in. That means that flow naturally transforms you from a sketcher to an artist, a dancer into a ballerina, an ordinary person into extraordinary. That means that flow is kind of your personal catapult. So if you are in front of the castle, you want to walk in, but you see a big gate which doesn't allow you to do it. The flow will be the thing which catapults you inside. The flow will push you over your limits. When you are in a state of flow, everything is possible. There's no impossible things when you are in the state of flow, because state of flow is looking for solutions. Solution solving, not the problems, but only solutions. That's why it's so amazing when you are in a state of flow. But most of us, we think that when we have a company and when we have our business needs to be a hard work. I need to hard work to kind of achieve something. I need to work every day, but like 12 hours, 16 hours, 20 hours. I don't need sleep. That's the problem, guys. It's all about working smart, not hard. And when you connect that to the state of flow, you'll see that you are much more efficient. Successful people are doing the opposite. They are doing the things which keeps them in flow. They are not struggling, they are not fighting. They're always doing what they love. That's why, for example, you can see Richard Branson doing some amazing windsurfing stuff or doing sessions with their employees or stuff like that, because he's passionate about what he's doing. And that's what's more important about that. Finding your natural talent, your passion, your natural energy. Something which kind of Carl Jung was sharing in 1920 is the first kind of scheme of introvert and extrovert. As you can see, the first kind of psychology test or kind of stating, are you an introvert, extrovert? But what does really say that to you? If you're an introvert person, that means that, okay, I'm not really good with people, so that means that I should be more with people, or I should be less with people, or what exactly should I do? If I'm an extrovert, okay, I'm good with people, but what's up? I should be with people or not? Well, probably yes, because if I'm good with people, I should be. But the problem is that it doesn't give you the tips, the proper advices, what you're supposed to do, how you should perform stuff. Literally, it tells you nothing. Carl Jung created that in 1920 because he wanted to kind of show the first behaviors of people, and he was also basing on the stuff which we want to talk about today. The things which kind of we are basing is, and the wealth dynamics is made, is called an I Ching. I Ching, or the other name, a classic like book of changes, it's dated from 750 to 1000 years BC, before Christ. So that means, guys, that this book is literally dated something around 3000 years ago. 3000 years ago. Chinese people figured out how we are behaving, how we are performing every day, how we making like a network with other people, how we sail, how we talk to each other, and they put that together to one book. And that's what my mentor did. He combined everything and he created something called wealth dynamics. Wealth dynamics, guys, is a program which shows you the 8 paths to flow. 8 paths of least resistance for you. You as a person, you as a businessman, you as an entrepreneur, you as a careerman, let's say that, which kind of helps you to connect and network to other people. Because of that, better to understand them. And also, you can understand your customers better, your family, and, well, obviously, your teamwork or your bosses or your employees. So guys, this is called a wealth dynamic square. It shows you 8 profiles. So you can see creator, star, supporter, deal maker, trader, accumulator, lord, mechanic, and creator. You have 8 profiles which connect to each other. You have a 4 energy, which is dynamo, blaze, tempo, and steel. What I want to show you today, guys, is I want to go through one by one the profiles, so you can see exactly which profiles are you. Okay, so guys, let's start from a creator. Creator is a dynamo energy. It's really innovation, intuitive. So creator is the person who kind of walks in the clouds, whose head is always with ideas, with new stuff, how to create. He has a new idea almost every day, every couple of days. He loves to start things, but he hates to finish. You can see that like most of the successful creators, their main flow is just to create something new, create an idea. I want to show you one of the examples. One of the perfect example is Richard Branson. As you can see on the presentation, just showing you now. Great. Richard Branson created a Virgin Group because he was having a feeling that he wants to create a business when you will feel like new, like a virgin, and everything what you're doing, that you will have an amazing experience with everything what you're doing, which is amazing. That's why, for example, you can see like Virgin was Travel, Virgin Atlantic, Virgin Money, Virgin Active. It also binds together as one amazing brand. At this moment, I think Richard Branson has over 200 companies. So, to be honest, it's really, really amazing. And at this moment, it generates around 8 billion in revenue. So as you can see, the scale of Richard Branson's company is just amazing, but also that also shows his wealth spectrum, which we will talk about in the next webinar. So guys, going further, the second amazing creator, it's a Walt Disney. The mouse that roared. So literally, Walt Disney is a creator of many animations like Mickey Mouse or Venture Park. So one of the nice stories is when he was creating his park, him and his brother, they have a budget. So most of creators are kind of terrible with budgets, so they love to go over. So their budget, at like the first beginning budget, was $5 million. You can guess how much the exact cost was. $17 million. Literally, before kind of opening, they were still like missing a couple of millions. So Walt called his brother and was like, mate, just take a loan, kind of take a mortgage for everything. I don't care, we need that, we need to open that, it will be a success. He took a leap of faith and he thought like, there's no other chance that this won't win. And you see, now we have a Disney park, Disneyland, in so many countries and so many cities. It's such a success right now, and it's literally amazing. So guys, the second profile, as you can see on the presentation, is called a star. Star is a connection of the dynamo and blaze. So you can see that it's really, blaze is a kind of people energy. Dynamo, it's really creative, as I said, with creator. But what's amazing is that star is a connection of it. So you can see that he's really good with people, but he's also really creative. That's why you can see that some of the stars kind of loves to show their creativity, but they also love to be on the pedestal. So you can see them most of the time in like shows or as musicians, because they love to be on stage. They love to show some other ideas, show music or any other things. So for example, one of the amazing stars is Oprah Winfrey. Probably everyone heard about that. Okay, now you can see on the presentation, the queen of the talk shows. That's literally how she was she was called. So she don't have her own product, which she's showing to people. She's literally inviting other people to just join her show. And that's how she's creating her wealth. According to Forbes, in 2015, Oprah was worth around $3 billion. So that means her wealth as a star is not in total different way than a wealth of like Richard Branson, which is a creator, or Steve Jobs, which is also a creator. So guys, going further, let's just go with the presentation. We have another star, which is called Arnold Schwarzenegger, an actor and politician. We have a misspelling here, don't worry, let's just let's just go further. So Arnold Schwarzenegger at this moment, I think it's 38th governor of California. So most of you can see, like, know Arnold from many amazing movies, but you also know that he started with culturistic. He was from Austria, and he's kind of the first kind of goal was to be Mr. Austria, which is literally like culturistic goal. So that's why he, at the beginning he was only focusing about culturistic. Then he went in the journey to being an actor, and right now you can see him as a governor and the person who also plays in the movies. But you probably don't know that he also is a major investor in real estate, which kind of make a lot of money. He invests in real estate, which he's making like right now the positive cash flow for it. So he leveraged his money. Going further, we have a profile called supporter. Supporter is the first blaze profile, a fully blaze profile. Supporters love to be around people. They love people to people, be around people. They love to chat to other people. They love to connect with them. So you can see them that when they walk into the party, they'll be just talking, chatting. They don't like to be on a stage to just speak to lots of people. That's more of a star energy. But they love to just chat one by one, just here, how are you doing? They'll be always interested in your mood, because they're moody persons. So that means that everything which is going inside is going through emotion, because that's a blaze energy. And when you see, for example, the creator, his main kind of thing is of creating value. When at the supporter, it's all about leverage. Supporter won't be amazing with creating products, because that's not their natural energy, but they'll be amazing with networking. They'll be amazing with how to promote a product, how to just go with that, and how to connect that to other people, which is amazing. But their main thing is leverage. Okay guys, the next, as you can see, one of the examples, it's Jack Welch, manager of the Century. So Jack Welch is a supporter, which literally you can see that he created his kind of wealth and fame through connecting people as a manager, working. The supporters will be amazing leaders. So they'll be amazing with managing all the people, with managing the groups, and also like thinking very amazingly with connecting the right people. The next example of a star, it's Michael Eisner. So another amazing supporter, which literally, when you can say with Mike, he is a profile which literally was working with Paramount, probably know the company, And he is a porter who was amazing with connecting and working with people. Supporters love to connect with each other. They hate when they are alone. They hate when they need to be closed in a small room, and kind of they don't know exactly what to do. They don't know exactly how to perform stuff. So they are amazing when they connect with other people. Okay, guys, we are literally almost there. We're going now to deal maker. As you kind of can say from a deal maker, it's all about making the deals. They love that. And the natural energy, because they are energy of a connection of a place and tempo. So as you can see, their natural energy, it's connecting people, magnifying extrovert energy, connected with timing and sensory. One of the examples which I want to show you, it's Rupert Murdoch. He's amazing with connecting people because he was working with news, he was working with publicity. Dealmaker will be amazing with connecting people, and they'll be amazing when it comes to making deals with people. So they always know what people should connect with what people. When they walk into the party, they'll know that, okay, he is doing that, he's doing that. Let's just connect them. That's how they work. That's the natural energy, that's the natural flow. So always dealmaker will know the people. So if you need something, you need just call your dealmaker and just mate, so I need that and that. Oh, okay, great. Give me a second. I'll just call a couple people and let you know. They always knew the right people, believe me. So that's why a dealmaker are most of the times amazing agents, because they know how to find a way through the crowds and through the correct people. The second dealmaker, it's, well, for now everyone knew that person. It's called Donald Trump. Donald Trump created his wealth through connections, through connecting the right people, connecting the right deals. He created his empire. Right now, at the moment we are promoting and doing the webinar, he is president of the United States. So as you can see, he is literally like used his wealth to grow and reach his goals he prepared for him. Obviously I won't be telling more about politics, guys. Today the webinar is all about business, not politics, but I'm just showing you this example that everyone is doing his wealth in a totally different way. Going further, we have a tempo energy. So we have a trader. Trader is a profile which loves timing, loves sensory. They're never late, they're always on time, or at least before. So if the meeting starts at 8, they'll be 5 to 8. When, for example, there's an 8 o'clock meeting, star is just coming quarter past and just saying, oh, hello guys, you're so early. Yeah, totally different energies. Trader loves timing. You can see traders in stock markets, as brokers. They love to work with like what to buy, what to sell, just buy cheaper, sell more expensive. They love the market. They know how to work with the markets because they have a sensory feeling. The tempo is kind of pushing them to do that. So this is amazing for them. One of the examples is George Soros, which, as you can see, they call him the man who broke the Bank of England. George Soros is a trader who was amazing in tempo and sensory. He knew the right moment. He knew the right moment how to perform, how to work with his energy, and that's why he created his wealth. The next trader, we have Jim Rogers. They called it the Indiana Jones of finance. Sounds kind of funny, let's say that. But Jim Rogers combined his trader profile with his passion for traveling and teaching. When he couldn't find a commodities fund to invest in, the idea he created on his own, when he couldn't find a global index to trade, he invented one. As you can see, trader is creating value as well, but he's doing that through timing and sensory, not exactly creativity, intuitive. So what he did, when he did that, he had the fastest growing index in the world. And then in 2016, when he moved to Asia, he was saying that the US owes the world $8 trillion. He was always with money, how to connect money, and he always knew what deals are going through US, China, so he knew how to connect markets, because for trader, connecting markets, connecting stocks, working with sensory and correct timing is natural energy. Then, the next profile is accumulator. So guys, the accumulator is the first profile which connects a steel and a tempo energy. So a steel energy is all about multiplying. It's introvert energy. So when you're talking to a steel profile, it's possible that he'll be talking a bit slower because he needs to think about this stuff. One of the amazing examples of accumulator, it's Benjamin Graham, which they called a Dean of Wall Street. He created his own like wealth through kind of reinvesting, how to like reinvest stuff. When at the same time we have the guy which you probably more heard about, which is a Warren Buffett. Also created his wealth through stocks, accumulating wealth, real estate. His journey was natural for him, and he knew how to do it, because accumulator is all about creating cash flow and accumulating assets. That's why accumulator, for example, is the opposite of a star. Star loves to promote on the spotlight, promote ideas, promote products, promote himself as a like show, when at the same time accumulator works at the shadows. You don't see accumulators or lords. They are the people who are behind the scene, they're working the backstage. These are the people who invest lots of money in lots of businesses because they have that money. This is amazing. So Warren Buffett, one of the accumulators, people who work with their flow, their energy, but it's totally different than creators, star or supporters, which is creative and people wealth creation. Then we have a full steel profile called Lord. Lord is a profile who loves to work alone. He doesn't really like to work with people. It doesn't mean that he will be alone all the time. Obviously not. We are human beings, so we like to be around each other. We like to have a partner or a friends, but it doesn't mean that he will love to be every day with a group of people just chatting and just doing stuff. That's not his flow. His flow is about like, he loves to control stuff. That's why lords are amazing in controlling cash flow, controlling assets. They love real estate because it just slowly grows their cash flow and slowly grows what they're doing. So they feel that they're in control. Lords love to be in control. They don't like to be flexible. They hate when stuff are like out of control and they have no idea what to do, because there's not so much dynamo in them, creativity. So they need to just create a proper plan to follow and just go with that. Which is fine for their profile, which is not natural. If you're a Lord profile and you don't like to chat with people, other people, just don't worry. That's your natural flow. And you shouldn't fight with yourself. You shouldn't fight that you kind of love to lock yourself in a room and just focus on your stuff. This is your natural flow. Just use it. Be efficient as you can be, and you can fulfill all the dreams you want. And now, guys, we have, gosh, it's already the 8th profile. Gosh, it really went fast. That's amazing. But before I will go to 8th profile, I will show you the example of lords. So you can see Andrew Carnegie, they call the Man of Steel. Just don't look at it, it's not the Superman, that's not the guy. And the second one is the Sergey Brin, which is also a Lord profile. And then the last one, we have a mechanic. Okay, let's just put it in presentation. Just want to show you some nice stuff with you. Okay, so guys, mechanic profile, it's the last profile of a cycle. So when creator is starting the cycle, the mechanic is closing it. So mechanics are amazing with systems because they're connected to steel and dynamo energy. So they are already kind of introvert, multiply thinking, system thinking, but they also have a lot of creativity inside. So mechanic is a profile who loves to work in a system. So when they look at you and they look at your company, you're one of the tribix in the big machine. Like when you look at the watch and you see the wheels inside the watch, which kind of are connecting, so one wheel is moving the other in the other and the other. That's how mechanics see the world. So they can connect the correct dots to create the pathways for themselves. Mechanics loves perfection. Perfection is a kind of natural way for mechanics. They love to make stuff perfect. They love when everything is working like in a watch, when you can see going perfectly and nothing is just falling. Mechanics love to work with improving stuff. Most of the time the mechanic will feel that they're creators because they're already creative. But if they won't make a profile and they won't discover that, they will be kind of trying to do it. So they'll be just pushing with like creating the ideas. When at some point they will be like, I'm so tired, because like mechanic is, it's totally different profile than creator. So that's why they will be working in a totally different way. So guys, I want to show you a couple of examples of mechanic. So one of the mechanic, which is one of the famous ones. Before I show you the example, guys, whoever joined, just guys join us at www.flow-accelerator.com/live. You can see also that in this live, you can see the link. Just join us there, and you can see the full presentation. It also will be a replay there, so don't worry. It will be some amazing stuff for you. So I hope you won't miss that. So guys, the last profile, as I said, and an example of the profile is Sam Walton. And Sam Walton is the person who founded Walmart, and he became one of the richest people in the 1980s because he had kind of an appetite for tinkering and testing. Mechanics love to tinker, they love kind of to tinker stuff, to improve stuff, because that's their natural energy. As you can see, that mechanics will be also amazing in franchising, so they love to kind of push stuff. And another example of a mechanic is probably the person you probably heard of, which is called Michael Dell. Michael Dell, nice story from his kind of, let's say, from his lifetime. The 15th birthday, his parents bought him his first computer. And the first thing which Michael did is he took it apart just to see how it works, because he just wanted to know how the parts are connecting to each other. So he just took the parts or separately, and he would just want to know how they are connecting. And that's kind of its natural energy of a mechanic, because like they want to improve stuff, they want to work with stuff, they want to improve their products or the products of the people. They'll be amazing in finishing stuff. So as you can see, kind of from the creator, star, supporter until the mechanic, it's a full cycle which kind of starts from mechanic, from creation, and goes to star, supporter, then the product just flows through traders which are going to the markets, and then we have until the mechanic. So it's a closed circle, and then it starts again from a creator. So guys, all of us are different but connected, because we connect to each other. We connect to each other, our profiles are connecting to each other, we leverage and we create value in a different way. Amazing equation which my mentor shared with me It's a value plus leverage equals wealth, because each profile is using that in a totally different way. So Dynamo and Tempo are they love to create value, but they're doing that through a totally different things. So the Dynamo will be doing that through innovation, when the Tempo will be doing that through timing. Then on the right and left sides, you have leverage energies. So you have a Blaze, which will be all about expansion. As many as people we can see us. Hello, we're here. And we have Steel. Franchise, one by one, just multiplying. So you have magnifying and multiplying. Totally different leveraging. Going further, guys, I want to show you also something about energies a bit. So as you can see, the Dynamo is the profile which always asks the questions, what? So what are we doing? What is the idea? Let's do it right now. It's all about woods. Like, as you can see, the wood is the seed which, when you put to the earth, it's just growing. And then when you have a wood, you want to create something from it. So then we have who? Who do we need in our business? We have a Blaze energy. We have a fire energy. So it's all about connecting people, meeting. Like when you're in the campfire, you're lots of people just talking to each other with a natural thing. That's why the campfires, you have fire inside, and people just love to talk to each other because the fire energy connects, and connects like in the most natural way for everyone. Then you're going to the when question. When should we do stuff? When is a Tempo question. So it's all about earth, it's about service, the right schedule, the right timing, it's about sensory. So when should we buy that? When should we sell that? When should we make an expansion? When we should do the marketing campaign? When? Deadlines. For example, creator will hate to work with deadlines. When trader, it's impossible to work without deadlines. If you see the sentence, if there's no deadline, there's no fulfillment, that means that someone is a trader. So guys, and the next one, we have a Steel, which is the question how. How does it work? How we can do it? So, like, how do you want to perform that presentation? How do you want to sell that? How do you want to prepare this marketing? How advanced are we going with this statistic? They like to go deeper. They love to work with details, with financials, with statistics. That's their natural energy when they're left alone, and they can work with more advanced stuff than, for example, Dynamo or Blaze, which are kind of working on the surface and like, just come here, everyone, just come here. And you're looking at the Steel. How many is of them? It's 1,176. Great, sounds good. So that's how it works. Steel, it's all about numbers. That's why they're asking the question how. And then you probably wonder, we have a fifth energy. We don't have that in Wealth Square, which is a Spirit, water energy. With the question why? Why you're doing things? Why you're doing what you're doing? What's your kind of focus? What's your story? Why you're pushing in your business? Why you're doing your career? It's all about reflection, renewal, and focusing on the right energy and focusing on the right people. Wealth Dynamics is all about finding the path of least resistance. What most of my mentors said when they were teaching me, that you need to have a mentor. You need to have a mentor in your life, but a right mentor. Because like what I realized with my life, you can follow Steve Jobs, you can follow Oprah, you can follow Bill Gates, you can follow all other profiles, but the problem is that when you follow a different profile when you are, you realize that, gosh, their journey was so nice, but why am I struggling so much? And you will see that because I'm not them. This is not my profile. This is a totally different path for me. Oprah done her wealth totally different than Steve Jobs. And Bill Gates did totally different than Warren Buffett. That's why it's so important to see which profile are you and what is your natural path of least resistance to achieving your goals and your dreams. So guys, we're going to the end. Why am I telling you this? By the way, my name is Rafael Sibila. I'm telling you literally at the end of the webinar. I haven't thought it's so important to tell you at the beginning. I always believe that what I'm saying is more important than who I am. I'm a star profile. I'm a creator of a flow accelerator, and I want to help people to expand, to discover their profiles, discover the natural talents, and find the pathways of least resistance for themselves, achieve their dreams much faster, and don't struggle. I want people to find their flow in their lives and find happiness with what they're doing. I believe that everyone can do everything, but it's all about finding your natural passion of what you're supposed to do in your life. So that's why I want to show you today wealth dynamics. So guys, what's included in wealth dynamics? Normal price of the wealth dynamics, it's called 247, which includes 1 month of e-power pack training guide on your profile, so you can learn everything about your profile. It's also a detailed 36-page report on your profile. You have a learning mission. Obviously, you're doing the profile. So at the beginning, you'll be doing the profile debrief with me, which takes around 30 to 60 minutes. And then I'm kind of walking through the test, I'm walking through the questions, so you are kind of not mistaking or mislead with some questions, so we know that all the questions are answered correctly. That's why it's so important. And then we're going through the coaching part. So for those of you who are kind of also interested, after I'm doing some coaching sessions, so you can see exactly how it works, how the wealth dynamics works with your business, with your goals, with your dreams. So guys, today price for this one, it's 197, and you can always, if you want to see a link which should be prepared for you, you can see that in our website, which is also prepared for you. We'll send you the email link. If not, just contact us at questions at Flow Accelerator or contact at flowaccelerator.com, so we can also we can answer all your questions and you can see everything. And that's it, guys. Thank you very much for today. I know it was quite enough time. I thought it would be around half an hour to 40 minutes. We're almost an hour, but well, it happens with life, so you kind of want to share more, you talk more, and I want to share as much as value as possible with you guys. So guys, thank you for today, for this webinar. Next week, or sorry, it's the week after, we'll do another webinar, which will be also about wealth dynamics, so you can share it with your friends. But for people who couldn't attend, and who couldn't attend live as well, there will be a replay for Friday, Saturday and Sunday. You can see the replay of the webinar. It will be available for you for the next day, so just watch a replay, see that, enjoy that. You can share that with your friends. And in 2 weeks we'll be doing a webinar about wealth spectrum, which is also amazing things, which shows what's your entrepreneur level. How high are you? Are you a victim of your business, of your career, of your life? Or are you a player with your own playgrounds and you just want to grow with your business? So guys, if you like that also, just share that with your friends, just press like on Facebook, that'll be amazing. I want that to show that to as many people as possible. And guys, thank you very much for today. I hope that you really enjoyed that. Rafael Sibila here, creator of Flow Accelerator Company. And well guys, see you in next video. Thanks a lot for today.